Yerba mate. You must have yerba mate. Must. I drink this every day, okay? I drink this. This is called a gourd. It's made from a calabash fruit. This is actually a fruit right here that you see. They dry it and they hollow it out and then they put this metal thing on it and it becomes your gourd. This is the bombilla that I'm drinking out of. It's a metal straw with a rounded end with like little holes, filters, so you have any dust. And there's the actual yerba mate. Can you see that? Can you see it? It's yerba mate. It's this tea. It's like a religion in Argentina and parts of South America. And you drink this and it's the healthiest fucking thing in the world. Nothing healthier. Nothing. Okay? High in antioxidants, polyphenols, minerals, vitamins. Can't go wrong. Plus it gives you a boost, and plus it's a weight regulator. Anyway, yerba mate. Okay, so now let me tell you the story. The story, I think, was after I had gone back to my parents' house, after 9/11. And I was at my parents' house I was like a blob, man. I was a blob. I didn't know what to do. I tried to reinvent myself, and it failed, you know? So I said, what else do I do? So I've always been into organic foods, like I'm a big organic food person, and specifically biodynamic foods, which was a whole system devised by Rudolf Steiner. You never heard of Rudolf Steiner, but you may have heard of the Waldorf schools, okay? He was a genius in the early 1900s. He came up with this biodynamic foods is like organic, but like a couple of steps above. Anyway, so I was reading all this I had been into this biodynamic foods for a few years, you know. I said, let me get into this. So, you know, I was read, and then finally I said, I got to have some hands-on experience here. So I decided, I applied for this job, like an intern position at this biodynamic farm in New Mexico. So I fly out to New Mexico, right? Big deal. And the farmer is like this complete dick, okay? He doesn't talk to me. I'm there for the first, I don't know, week. He doesn't say anything to me. He tells these girls, the whole farm is only him and these 4 girls or 5 girls, because he thinks he's like Charles Manson or something, and the Manson family. He only has girls there. So I'm like, why is this guy not talking to me? So I'm just doing the job. It's a lot of work, farm work. You don't know. Farm work is not easy, okay? Especially in the desert, because when you get out in New Mexico in the desert, it's freezing in the morning. It's like 30 degrees. And like you have to feed the roosters and the hens, and you got to give them water. And if you get water on you come out there with your jeans or work pants, right? And if water goes on them, it just becomes pure ice. And then as the day goes on, you take off one layer, another layer, another layer, another layer, until you're in your underwear. And that's what goes on there. So in any case, this guy doesn't really talk to me. He's not talking to me. And but he's, you know, getting increasingly kind of nastier as the weeks go on. He's just like giving me these curt orders. And he's not really, you know, conversating with me. So I'm like, okay, I'll do this, I'll help this guy out, right? Until one day, now this is probably about a month I've been there for about a month by this point. I should have addressed it because he had been getting increasingly nastier in the last couple of weeks. So there's one day, he's getting ready to go into town. He has to go to some farmer's thing. And he tells me, I want you to muck out the pig pen, and it better be done by the time I get back. This fucking guy, can you believe he's threatening me? He's threatening me with doing this, and it better be done. And mucking the pig pen is like, it's the most labor-intensive job. You got pigs in it, you got to get the pigs around, you got to put this pitchfork in, you got to turn the land over. It's kind of back-breaking work. So I'm thinking, who does this guy think he is? You know? And so I'm you know, mucking this pig pen. I'm getting increasingly more agitated, and it's just boiling up inside me. And and you know, finally I go into lunch, and or whatever it was during midday, and I'm like, I said, be careful, the girls. I said, you better watch out, girls, because there's going to be bloodshed after dinner tonight. And they're like, oh, you know, they're like, oh my. So, so I go back, finish the muckraking, and when he comes back, see this thing, he always sits at the head of the table. And there's these girls on one side and these other girls on the other, and I'm on the complete other end of the table. It's like one of these long, the Last Supper kind of tables, you know? And so we're eating dinner. I'm just looking at him, because, you know, I really want to kill him. Looking at him. And he's just, and the girls are just like, kind of like, ooh, ooh, like that. And so finally we're eating dinner. I said, I want to talk to you outside after this, okay? I got something to talk to you about. And he goes, okay. We go out, and I just like lace into him. I'm like, look, I don't like the way you're talking to me. I don't like the way you're acting around me. You're acting like a dick. You're giving me orders. I don't like it. I don't do this. If this was New York, you'd been dead already. Bop, bop, bop. And I'm just like, I'm mad. And he's like, really? Just come. He goes, is this how you lace out at people when you have a problem? I'm like, I don't have the problem. It's you. You're not saying anything. I'm trying to accommodate you. I said, yeah, it's your problem. So he goes, I don't have to listen to this garbage. And he tries to get past me. And I said, no. Let's just talk this out. You know, like, guys, we'll sort it out. We'll get everything fixed. And he goes, this is ridiculous. And he tries to go past me. And I see he's condescending to me now. And I'm really pissed off, right? So I said, okay, yeah, put your hand on me. Go ahead. Put your hand on me. So he kind of just like tries to brush past me with his hand. He puts it on my shoulder. The second he puts his hand on my shoulder, bop! I hit him right in the nose. Solid shot. His nose kind of boop, like that. Blood all over the place. I think I broke his nose. And he's like, you better get out of here. And I'm like, good. And so I said, I will. So, you know, I got to get out of this. So I packed myself up, and there's these Mexican guys on the farm who don't speak Spanish for whatever reason. Well, I know. Well, I went there to stay with them, and they told me they were like these fifth-generation Mexican guys, and I guess they had lost the language. They had this weird kind of accent, though, but they didn't speak Spanish because I speak it, and I was trying to speak to them. So that was weird. So anyway, I stay with them for the night, and then I have to take the plane back to New York that next day, right? And I had to go back to my parents' house. That's where I was from. So I came back in total defeat. I was defeated. You know what I mean? Defeated. So I didn't know what else to do, man. I'm just walking around, and I promptly had a big nervous breakdown. And that was it. Yerba mate. There, Max knows the whole story now.
Yep.